Starting with number 10, Lamborghini Huracán EVO. At around $250,000, the Lamborghini Huracán EVO sits at the edge of what most people would call luxury, not because it tries to explain its price, but because it never feels the need to. This isn't a car built to impress on paper. It's built to change how you're perceived the moment it appears. The low, aggressive stance, the sharp body lines, the unmistakable LED signature, everything about it signals exclusivity before the engine even starts. Beneath the rear glass lives a naturally aspirated V10, one of the last engines of its kind. No turbos, no hybrid tricks, just pure mechanical sound and response. It doesn't scream for attention, it commands it. Inside, the experience becomes more personal. Alcantara, leather, and carbon fiber surround you in a cockpit that feels intentional, not excessive. This isn't about comfort, it's about belonging to something few people ever will. At $250,000, this is considered Lamborghini's entry level. For most people, this is where the dream ends. For this list, this is just number 10. Number 9. Porsche 911 Turbo S. The Porsche 911 Turbo S costs around $230,000, and yet it never tries to look expensive. That's the point. This is a car for people who don't need to announce anything. At first glance, it almost feels familiar. The shape hasn't changed much in decades, and Porsche knows exactly why, because this design isn't about trends, it's about confidence built over time. You don't upgrade a legend, you refine it. Under the surface though, nothing about this car is subtle. The Turbo S delivers brutal acceleration with a level of control that feels unnatural. It launches harder than cars that cost twice as much, yet it does it without drama. No noise, no chaos, just clean, relentless speed. Step inside and the luxury reveals itself quietly. High-quality leather, precise controls, and the cabin designed around the driver rather than the audience. Everything feels engineered, not decorated. This is luxury for people who understand performance, not for people trying to impress. And that's what makes the 911 Turbo S dangerous on this list. It doesn't feel like a dream car, it feels achievable, which somehow makes it even more intimidating. Number 8. Maserati Gran Turismo. The Maserati Gran Turismo sits around $170,000, but price alone doesn't explain why this car exists. This one is about something harder to measure: character. Unlike most modern performance coupes, the Gran Turismo isn't in a rush. It doesn't chase lap times or launch control bragging rights. It's built for people who care about how a car feels, not just how fast it moves. The design is elegant rather than aggressive. Long hood, flowing lines, and a presence that feels timeless instead of trendy. This is the kind of coupe that looks just as right pulling up to a luxury hotel as it does cruising an empty coastal road. And then there's the sound. Maserati has always understood this part. The engine note isn't tuned to be loud, it's tuned to be emotional. Every acceleration feels theatrical, like the car wants to be heard, not measured. Inside, luxury takes a different form. Soft leather, classic Italian styling, and a cabin that feels warm rather than clinical. It doesn't overwhelm you with technology. It invites you to enjoy the drive. The Gran Turismo isn't trying to dominate this list. It's here to remind you that luxury can still have a soul. Number 7. Ferrari Roma. The Ferrari Roma starts at around $230,000, and it's one of the most unexpected Ferraris ever made. Not because it's slow or soft, but because it's calm. This isn't the Ferrari that shouts for attention. The Roma is clean, smooth, and almost understated. Its long hood, flowing curves, and minimal detailing feel closer to Italian fashion than motorsport. It's designed to age well, not to shock. Under the hood is a turbocharged V8, powerful enough to remind you what badge you're wearing, yet refined enough to stay in the background when you want it to. The performance is there, but it never interrupts the experience. Step inside and the luxury becomes the focus. Leather everywhere, sleek surfaces, and a cabin that feels more like a tailored suit than a race car. Even the controls feel deliberate, as if Ferrari wanted this car to be lived with, not just admired. The Roma isn't about proving anything, it's about arriving without effort, and that's a different kind of power. Number 6. BMW M8 Competition. The BMW M8 Competition sits at around $140,000, but don't let that number relax you. This is not a bargain entry on the list, it's a statement, just a very controlled one. At a glance, it looks clean and composed. Long doors, wide stance, subtle curves, nothing feels excessive, and that's exactly why it works. The M8 doesn't need drama to feel expensive. It carries itself like it belongs anywhere. Underneath that calm exterior is serious intent. The twin-turbo V8 delivers power in a way that feels effortless rather than explosive. It doesn't fight the road. It owns it. Fast when you want, quiet when you don't. Inside, the luxury is unmistakably BMW. High-quality leather, sharp displays, and a layout that feels familiar yet elevated. This is a coupe you could drive every day, and that's what makes it dangerous. It hides supercar performance inside a grand touring shell. The M8 Competition isn't trying to scare you, it's trying to replace everything else you drive, and honestly, it could. Number 5. Mercedes AMG GT 63 SE Performance Coupe. Costs around $160,000, but don't let that fool you. This is no ordinary four-door coupe in disguise. Its long, low stance, aggressive front grille, and wide rear make it feel untouchable the moment it rolls up. Underneath the sculpted body lies a hybrid-assisted V8, producing mind-bending power with a level of precision that's almost surgical. Every press of the pedal feels instant, every corner conquered effortlessly. It's modern engineering that combines raw muscle with subtle sophistication. Step inside, and the cabin tells the same story. High-quality leather, AMG-specific touches, and technology that feels luxurious rather than overwhelming. Every detail screams that you're not just driving a car, you're in command of an experience that few will ever touch. The GT63 SE isn't flashy for the sake of it. It doesn't need to scream, it demands respect quietly. And now, the top 4 are going to challenge everything you thought you knew about luxury coupes. Number 4. Bugatti Veyron 16.4. The Bugatti Veyron 16.4 starts at around $1.7 million, and the number barely scratches the surface of what this car represents. This is a hypercar built to define boundaries, speed, luxury, and sheer presence all in one impossibly low package. The 16.4 isn't just a number, it's a reminder of what's under the hood. 16 cylinders and 4 turbochargers, a combination that turns the Veyron into a machine almost unfair to reality. It doesn't just move, it dominates, every gear change like a statement of intent. Look at it, and it feels impossible. Low, wide, and impossibly sculpted, every curb is engineered to perform and to impress. Inside, the cabin is cocooned in leather, carbon fiber, and custom craftsmanship, a hyper-luxury experience where technology serves comfort and exclusivity rather than flashy gimmicks. Owning a Veyron isn't about driving. It's about standing in a class entirely separate from the world most of us live in. And if this feels untouchable, just wait. The top 3 on this list will make this car feel like an appetizer. Number 3. Aston Martin Vintage. The Aston Martin Vintage sits around $500,000, and it's not just a car, it's a moving piece of history. Unlike modern hypercars that scream for attention, this coupe whispers status, style, and refinement with every inch of its body. The long hood,
low roofline, and perfectly proportioned rear make it feel like it's gliding even when it's standing still. Every line, every curve, every polished metal surface exudes a timeless elegance that only decades of craftsmanship can achieve. Under the hood, the engine isn't just power, it's symphony and aggression balanced together. It's responsive, raw, yet refined. The sound doesn't just announce itself, it commands respect quietly, like a gentleman he doesn't need to boast. Inside, the cabin is a study in luxury. Level, wood, and brushed metal feel handcrafted. Every detail is intentional. Every switch, knob, and gauge tells you this is a car meant to be lived with, not just raced. Owning this Aston Martin isn't about showing off. It's about carrying a legacy on wheels, one that few will ever truly understand. Number 2. Bentley Continental GT. The Bentley Continental GT starts around $220,000, but price barely captures what this car delivers. This is grand touring luxury turned into a coupe, where presence matters more than horsepower numbers alone. From the outside, the Continental GT doesn't shout, it glides. Wide stance, long hood, and sculpted curves create a sense of motion even at rest. People notice it without realizing why. It's subtle, yet impossible to ignore. Under the hood, a massive W12 engine roars quietly, delivering power smoothly yet relentlessly. Acceleration isn't just fast, it's effortless, like wealth you don't have to flaunt. Every gear change, every response is refined perfection. Step inside, and the luxury becomes tangible. Never hand-stitched details, polished wood, and brushed metal surround the driver and passenger. It feels tailored, like a bespoke suit, not mass production. Technology blends seamlessly into elegance, never overpowering the experience. The Continental GT doesn't exist to impress. It exists to define what luxury driving truly feels like. Number 1. Rolls Royce Wraith. And here it is. The Rolls Royce Wraith. The car that almost feels unfair to the rest of the list. You'll notice something immediately. No matter how many other insane luxury coupes exist, the top spot almost always belongs to Rolls-Royce, and there's a reason for it. Starting at around $350,000, the Wraith isn't just about money. It's about status, presence, and an aura that no other coupe can match. You don't just see a Wraith, you feel it. Its long fastback roof, massive coach doors, and perfectly sculpted body make every other car look ordinary. Under the hood, there's a V12 engine delivering effortless power. Not the kind that screams for attention, but the kind that announces its presence the moment it moves. And inside, the luxury is beyond imagination. Hand-stitched leather, rich wood, and brushed metal surround you in a cabin that feels more like a private lounge than a car. Every detail is crafted to remind you that this is not just a vehicle, it's an experience reserved for very few. And here's the kicker. You'll see $1 million hypercars, you'll see rare Ferraris and Lamborghinis, yet the Wraith often sits at number 1 in these lists. Why? Because luxury isn't just speed, it's dominance, comfort, and legacy combined. Rolls-Royce doesn't need to compete, it sets the standard. Owning a Wraith isn't about showing off, it's about being in a league that most people will never reach, no matter the numbers on their bank account. By the time you've seen all 10 cars, the truth hits you. Some dreams aren't meant to be owned. They're meant to remind you how far away luxury really is.